Hi, how's it going? I'm Mitali. I'm Mostly in the Moment, and we're looking at the weekly general energies for the last week of May, May 24th through the 31st. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. It means so much to me. And as a way of saying thank you for supporting my new endeavors, my new content, I'm giving away one free reading to a random comment below, and I'll be picking it next week in next week's general weekly reading. So you can look for the winner next Sunday for that free reading from me. Okay, with that, let's get started. Okay, so for a lot of you, there is change happening this week, and it is change that literally affects you for a good amount of time, possibly the rest of this year, possibly the next few years, very, very strongly, and possibly continuing on for the rest of your life. This is like kind of the initiation, kind of the event that instigates positive movement in your life. And it starts with kind of imagination. We got the Imagine card here. It starts with just thinking about how your life can be exactly how you want it to be, or even better than you could imagine. I feel like this massive change that occurs in your life this week, whether it's something small, but that small, seemingly insignificant change kind of actually changes everything, or an actual big change that that is like, wow, my life is completely changed. I'm probably going to change completely along with this change. I feel like some sort of truth is found out. And I feel like it's like a long time coming. This truth, whatever it is, whether it's something about your family member that you didn't know about, whether it's something about a past relationship that you didn't know about, whether it's about a friendship that you never got to the bottom of, some sort of financial issue, or some situation at work that was kind of always hidden from you, that you weren't you weren't completely clear about, you weren't notified, or you weren't kind of briefed on like everything that happened exactly. Or it could be something on a larger scale. It could be truth in some sort of some sort of world stage, or in your state, or your country, or in your neighborhood. I just feel like some sort of truth comes in that kind of changes your perspective. It's kind of like, well, I can't, continue living my life the same way, knowing what I know now. And I also feel like, I feel like for a lot of you, it's not just that big change that happens, like that is, that kind of involves you, but not directly, or it's kind of just like something that affected a lot of people, maybe like, your entire workplace, or your entire family, or your entire group of people, group of friends, your entire neighborhood or something. That kind of truth that comes out is going to be something that affects more than just you. So it's like, okay, well, you don't feel so bad about it, or you don't feel so like shocked by it, because it kind of it's like you aren't the only one who had to find out, right? But then there's like this other thing that comes in that is actual communication from someone that kind of is something that you thought you had undeniable clarity and knowing about, and then this person comes in and it's just like, I am so confused now. So I feel like this person comes in. For some of you, it's going to be big news. For others of you, it's just going to be someone coming in to just tell you just something very small, like a small detail, or they just say it in passing, or you overhear it, and it's just like blows your mind. It's just like, what? That just changes everything in terms of how you feel about something, like how you feel about that organization, or how you feel about that person, or how you feel about that kind of certain location, or that certain food, or that certain thing, So there's two major like mind-blowing pieces of information coming in this week. And it could be, for some of you, it could be something very subtle, something very small, but it kind of changes the way you do things. It could be something as small as like changing your daily habit in some way, or it can be as big as changing jobs or changing your relationship with another person, or just what you decide to do moving forward in your life. So it could be something very small, very big, but there's definitely big news coming in this week. And then for some of you, both these cards fell off the table, which for me is just like something that just comes out of the blue. A relationship. I feel like for some of you, a relationship is coming out of the blue, and this is kind of like the one. And I know I mentioned this in my last reading, but that for some of you, this is going to be the one, and for some of you, it's going to be the person right before the one. But I feel like for more of you, it's actually the one. This is like the person that you're going to be in a long-term relationship with. And for a lot of you, I'm getting 68%. That's so weird. I never got a specific percentage like that, but like that it's going to be the one that leads to the love partnership for life, or marriage for life. And it's kind of just going to be like so surprising, and how it happens. It just kind of comes out of nowhere, and it's just like, yep, that's exactly who I wanted. They have these kinds of qualities. They have these kinds of features in their physical appearance. They have these kinds of attributes and skills and just interests. And this is the person. This is the perfect one for me. So that there's like a lot of surprising things happening. For some of you that are already in a relationship or already in a marriage, you might get some good news in terms of what you wanted out of that connection, whether you wanted to separate that from that person, or whether you wanted them to try more, or whether you wanted something to change in that connection. Or if you're already in a romantic connection, it's just like you have like the perfect date night to kind of heal and kind of bring that love and support back with each other. And it was kind of unexpected. You guys didn't see this happening. You just had a magnificent day on this beautiful last week of May, or the whole week. And I'm getting that like these events of this week really get the mind going. It gets like the blood flowing. It really gets people thinking about, what else do you want? You can have it now. You know, what's your perfect scenario? What's your perfect living situation? What's your perfect relationship like? What's your ideal, daily routine or lifestyle, or how do you want to look physically, and what kind of work do you want to do? Like, this really gets this imagination going. It really sparks a fire for a lot of people to really think about, okay, this is my chance, to form, to shape, to plan out, to mold my life into what I want it to be, to become the person I want to be. And so in that sense, this is a very powerful week. Unexpected, I didn't see that, but big news. For a lot of you, it's good news in the relationship love sector, and it's about time that we're all dreaming of this new beautiful life here. Life after quarantine, which is it's going to be different, and in a very positive way. You just have to know what you want and then create it based on that. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I'm Mitali, reminding you to stay mostly in the moment, and I wish you so much love and light.